this group of leaders. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have the first crack at it in this one. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
He breaks a tackle. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wilson to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to power it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. And he was working into the end zone, but it's incomplete. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Trying to pound their way in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. This drive will open from the 15. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs and QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They kick it away on 4th down. Nestles it in at the 35. Returns like... Why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Wheels it in down the left side. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Looking to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Wilson will throw. Catch in the middle, it's Platt. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
High the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wideout. They want the edge on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Here's the pressure. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Defender gets a little too aggressive there, and this offense gets some free yardage. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion on the outbound. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lockett. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it. 1st down here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a
touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Under fire.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Handoff to the lone back. You just can't go backwards. There he did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete to the right, and they get him down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Baxter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's reeled in. It's Baxter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Longhorns will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about himself. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again. Comes the offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it. And at this point, that looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the Longhorns line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. The tap. And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Platt. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Wilson to pass. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Brown. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Yoder. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
He wants to go deep. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Longhorn! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Rides the back and leaves it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson will throw. Using the quick game. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18. Here on 3rd down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Clapp. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Complete downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Defense showing blitz here. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shots.
Makes the grab on the big throw. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. And not much of a 4th down. When it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Bringing the heat. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape. Ball's out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few. Off play action on 1st down. Hit as he throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at him.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Going to swing it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Jackson. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out fast. And we have breaking news. They score. They're going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. On the ground, it's Jackson. Got the first down. Looking for more. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. They'll try the right side. Quick spin on the run. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.